All right. Well, in the interest of time, we have a lot to cover. I am going to go ahead and kick us off this morning. My name is Madison Mitchell. I am the Vice President of Community Impact for our United Way. We have a lot of United Way folks on the call. Most of them will introduce themselves as we go through this presentation. So thank you for being here. We hope you're all having a wonderful summer. It seems like the summer has just flown by. I said to someone the other day, it's like almost Christmas, and they wanted to kill me. So I won't say that this morning, but thank you. Before we talk more in depth about our programs, I would like to introduce Ms. Hannah Pell, our Chief Operating Officer. Hannah?
Good morning, everyone. It is so great to see familiar faces and lots of new faces with us today. And like Madison said, I hope you're all having a great summer. When we did our fund distribution process this year, we realized that we had lots of new faces that we would like to get familiar with some of our programs that we have that we think could be a true benefit to some of your agencies, to some of your clients that you're serving. And you'll get to hear about our school resource center. You'll get to hear about our Gifts in Kind program that, if you need new furniture or you've been dealing with a filing cabinet that just doesn't even open correctly. Some of the folks here today are here to help you with those. And to hear about our life-saving WeCare program. I hope everybody's familiar with 211, but you'll get to hear from some of the staff today and give you some updates, and including our Mission United program. And so with that, I just want to say thank you to all of you for your dedication and commitment to our community. And we appreciate everything you all do. And I will turn this back over to Madison. Thank you all for being with us today.
All right. Thank you, Hannah. And that's a perfect segue that you bring up 211, because they are going to be kicking off our programs this morning. And I believe we have Danielle and I'm looking at my screen here. I think we have Kyla on the call as well.
Good morning.
Oh, there you are. All right, take it away.
Good morning. My name is Kayla Santiago. I'm the clinic's manager here at United Way 211. 211 is a comprehensive 24-hour, 7 days a week, comprehensive, confidential, and free line. It's basically connecting callers with resources that may be able to assist with their needs. Our United Way 211 covers Lee, Hendry, and Glades counties. And again, our services are online. It's unitedwaylee.org. Once you click on Get Help, you get connected to our online database where we have resources based on the need. So you have to click as the need, type in the need and the zip code, and it will populate resources. And that's the beauty of it, is that, the clients don't necessarily have to call in, or they can always go to our website if they feel more comfortable and do so. We average about 4,000 contacts a month. That is, of course, depending on the need in the season. We provide the confidential, again, information. All they have to do is go on our website, and if they want to change their language to the preferred method, then we can also do so. We have over 100 languages online where they can choose which language they would like to do a search on. Our contacts are through, we have a chat, we have text, and again, we have phone that they can call in and let us know what their need is, and one of our resource specialists will get them connected with the appropriate resources. We love to have an appropriate database, so we do request that once you do have those updates, you can call us and we can connect you with our resource specialist that will be able to update those resources in our database to make sure that we do have those resources available, and any changes that you may have. Our top needs for this year and for the last year have been financial assistance and housing needs. Unfortunately, that is a big need in our community at this time. And we have also a partnership with Lee Health that we have our resource specialists at our clinics. We have one at Dunbar, North Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and GME at the residency program. And I'll turn it over to Danielle Brown to further continue our presentation.
Good morning. Everyone can hear me okay? Just give me a thumbs up. Okay. Yay, I love all those thumbs up. That was fun. I'm the Mission United Program Manager. I'm also part of United Way 211. I just want to give you a quick spiel of Mission United, and then I wanted to share just a little bit more about 211 as well. Mission United is our veterans program. It's integrated within 211. So all of our callers are assessed to determine if someone in the household served in the military. Resources are provided and we follow up with them after 10 days, just like our 211 calls. The special thing about Mission United is that we work very closely with the resources in the community that serve veterans. So we have, just like this Thursday, we have a stakeholder meeting that brings together all our veteran service providers to discuss updates and just share any changes. So if any of you guys are serving veterans in your community, please reach out to me. We'll get you included on that invite list so you can meet additional agencies and see how you can help. One of the things we do have now are we have veteran care coordinators. They provide just a little boost of support to our veteran callers. Our team's made up of 4 veterans. We got Claudia, who's on the line. She is our veteran resource specialist, and she works just updating those resources in our database, including our veteran resources. And then we have Kwasi and Dwight. They're our veteran care coordinators. And I forgot to say, Claudia, I know you're on here. She's an Army veteran. Dwight is Marine and Kwasi's Air Force, and then myself, I'm Navy. So we take a lot of pride in serving our veterans, and we invite all of you to join us in providing more services. So just to switch gears a little bit, I wanted to share about a success story with 211. You know, 211, we do have special programs such as the clinics program, which is amazing, and our veterans program, but we are really here to just get people the necessary resources that they need to problem solve their situation. We had a lady that she had MS, multiple sclerosis, and did I pronounce that properly? My tongue always trips over that word. She was really struggling. She's trying to maintain her independence, and she I need to mute. I'm getting a little bit of distraction. She's trying to maintain her independence and couldn't because she was having a difficult time transporting her scooter with her vehicle. The National Multiple Sclerosis Society was able to pay for a portion of a scooter lift for her vehicle, and she had a relative that was able to pay a small portion, but they struggled finding that remaining balance. They reached out to us here at 211, and we were able to collaborate, just working with them and working with a donor in the community. We were able to fill that gap in service. And she was able to get a lift for her vehicle. So I just want you guys to remember that, because even though we can't solve every single case out there, it's very much, you know, one person at a time, and we can't guarantee we can solve every single case, but just remember that we're here. We want to collaborate with you, and we want to help problem solve cases as much as we can with you. So don't hesitate to reach out to us at 211, and we can just see how we can help, whether it's getting it connected with a resource in the community, or if possible, finding financial assistance through a donor. So with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will turn it back over to Madison and Hannah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. And I'm going to send it directly over to our volunteer center. Some familiar faces. If you've worked with the volunteer center in the past, we have Patrice, Mary, and Amy who will be presenting.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry, we had some internet issues, so you got Mary and I together today. Patrice Cunningham here. I lead the Volunteer Center with a great team. Just a reminder that we are here to support our agencies and our partners. We can and currently promote all your volunteer opportunities. If you have new ones, if you need help assisting in drafting those messages, things like that. We offer resources We offer monthly peer support groups. We have a new volunteer manager coming on board. That's Christine LaConte, and she'll be here next week. We also have Lisette Ortiz, who will be working with our volunteer portal. She's new as well. So those questions for promoting as we get her up to speed, just reach out to us. But again, we have workshops, how to work, how to recruit for volunteers, how to work with business groups, what's the best way to support, what are they looking for? So these are additional resources we have for you to help you, so make sure your volunteer managers reach out to us. I know some of you are not only the executive director, but you're also the volunteer manager, et cetera, et cetera. So reach out to us for assistance for things like that. We offer, like I said, best practices, how to work with corporate. New this past year, we added our volunteer portal, Galaxy. With a Galaxy Digital platform, and we'll share our screen here. So here you can see the agencies are listed. We can scroll, and then there's a link for our volunteer folks in our nonprofit. So you can click on that green banner there off to the right that lets you sign up, log in. You'll notice most of our agencies are already in the system with full links and reports. So anything you need help with us, please reach out to us, and we'll put a link in the chat for you as well. And I'll pass it over to Mary to talk about our volunteer income tax assistance program.
Hi, my name is Mary Matter. I'm with the Volunteer Center and the VITA tax program manager. VITA stands for Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, and I have a passion for this program. I love it. It's where volunteers do taxes for free for people in our community whose income is under $66,000, which is a lot of our clients. Our focus is the working lower income, but they don't have to be working. We'll do seniors, unemployed, anybody whose income's under $66,000. Last year, we had an awesome group of volunteers. We had 170 volunteers that helped prepare 7,000 returns. The refunds that they brought back was about $11 million to the community. And that's money that stays here. Plus they saved $2 million in tax preparation fees. And that's money that could be used for rent and utilities and food and medical instead of paying someone to do their taxes. So I think it's a win-win for everybody. It's so much fun. So if you want to do taxes, let me know. We had 20 sites last year. We did mobile events. We're looking to grow because there's a lot more people out there we can assist, but got to have volunteers to do it. So if you know anybody who's interested, let us know. We are still open though, just because tax season is officially over. We have some sites that are still running, technically 6. We have Fort Myers, Charlotte County, LaBelle, Estero. We have a 100% virtual site as well. I think I missed one somewhere. Lehigh. Oh, Lehigh, my baby. How can I forget Lehigh? But it's a lot of fun. We help clients this time of year who haven't filed or have prior years to file, or they get those love letters from the IRS, or they need to do an amendment. So we're still helping people. If anybody has a question, they get a love letter from the IRS and doesn't understand it, just send them my way. And back to Amy. Oh, Amy now.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Amy Singer, and I'm the director of the We Care program here at United Way. If you remember nothing else of anything that I say after this line, I want to let you know We Care is that we help to provide medical services to the uninsured. If you remember nothing else, just remember that. We Care, in essence, is a program that provides specialty medical care to the low-income uninsured completely free of charge through a network of providers. It's a partnership with the Florida Department of Health with the state. And the great thing about this program, long acronym, it's called the Volunteer Healthcare Provider Program, VHCPP. And what it entails is that medical providers, whether it be a PA, a physician, a nurse, they sign a contract with the state. It's good for 5 years. And they say that they will treat uninsured patients free of charge. And in return for providing that charitable care, they receive sovereign immunity. So they will not be sued for the services that they provide. They receive continuing medical education credits, as well as a waiver of their biannual licensure fees. We have wonderful partnerships with Lee Health, Family Health Centers, and a little bit about how the program works and how it may be applicable to some of your agencies is that it's not a self-referral program. So people do have to be referred to us by a medical provider. whether that be primary care, another physician. And the wonderful thing is that they do not have to be contracted with us, the medical provider, in order to refer. So you can let some of your clients know if they are having a medical issue and it's not primary care, it's specialty care, they can be referred in to our program. Once we do receive that referral, we have 3 patient care coordinators that are on staff. They screen that patient for eligibility, and then we look amongst our network of providers. We have about 300 volunteer providers, and see who will take that case. They're never obligated to accept our cases. 3 of the main things that we do treat that specialty care is cancer, orthopedic surgeries, and gynecological care. A little bit about our demographics. Our youngest patient is 20 and our oldest patient was 92 years old. We provided more than $8.2 million in charitable care, 200 authorization, and 5,000 medical procedures. You can only imagine the stories that we hear on a day-to-day basis. I'll give you a couple of those in closing. We had a young woman who was coming in having some issues. She went into the ER. She was in her 30s and they diagnosed her with colon cancer. She was diagnosed on a Wednesday. That next day, her husband was in here in our office in tears. She was in between jobs and didn't have insurance. They couldn't afford it on his plan, and she was able to receive that life-saving care that she needed. Some of the medical procedures, we look at bills all the time, $109,000 just for one particular procedure. So you can just see the value and impact of this program. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions of how it may be applicable to your agency at any point in time. I've got a simple name, Amy, AMY, at unitedwaylee.org. Thanks so much.
Great. Thank you, Amy and Patrice and Mary. Now, and I know this is a lot of information that we're covering today, and we will, at the end of this meeting, we'll send an email out to all attendees that have the contact information for all these programs, as well as a recording of this meeting. So don't feel that if you've missed something, you've missed out somehow. We will make sure that we get everybody's contact information to you. So transitioning from the Volunteer Center, we are going to head to our Gifts in Kind program. I believe we have Brielle and Edelyn on the phone representing that program today.
Yes, good morning, everyone. As Madison said, I am Brielle, and I see a lot of familiar faces this morning, so it's good to see you all. But sadly, tomorrow is my last day with United Way. It's been a great experience, but we do have Jalexia on the call as well, who's here today. So I wanted you all to see her face and know that you're in good hands with her. But I do want to jump in and show you our a little bit about our program and how it can help all of your agencies. So
good morning, everybody. My name is Edelyn Castellon. I am the Senior Program Manager here at the School Resource Center. So what the School Resource Center is, it is a partnership between the United Way and the Lee County School District. What we do here is we help students that are in need through any type of need that they might have and stuff. We help through their counselors and their social workers. As you can see in the slide and behind me, we have a lot of items. Everything here is actually new. We provide them with clothing, shoes, hygiene products, school supplies, and again, everything is new. So just to give you a little rundown, last year, we've only been doing this for 2 years. So the year before last, we did this and we gave out over $748,000 worth of items to the students. This year, we finished a year off giving out over $2.6 million worth of items to the students. That shows the need that is out there in our communities with our students. So the objective is so the students are able to go to school, feel comfortable, be able to do their thing and get their education and not have to worry about basic hygiene, products or school supplies, or the fact that they have holes in their shoes or they're too tight or anything like that. So what we do is we have a form that usually goes through the School Resource Center over to the social workers and the counselors. It's a form that we send over to them. They assess their students. Once they assess their students, they send us this form that has all the information that we need to provide them the items. Inside the school district, there is a pony system, which is like a mail carrier service, and the items go directly to the students so that they can actually build that bond between the social workers and the counselors, taking them from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade. to give you a little story of, one of the students recently, we had a student that for the first time started to do wrestling, and he really loved it. And he would go to school, he would do his wrestling. He ended up going to states. Once he went to states, he didn't have the proper shoes to compete. However, his friends would take off their shoes and they would give it to them so he can compete. The student ended up winning states over there. So that was great. This kind of shows, that, we are able to provide these things. We had these sneakers over, with cleats and stuff. We gave it to the coach. The coach was so excited. He passed it on to the wrestling coach, and the student got it, and he was beyond the moon. But what we do here is we kind of give the students the opportunity to focus more on their education and not have to worry about basic essential needs. And that's it.
Thank you, Edelyn. Brielle, would you like to add to that? You're muted.
Sorry, my mouse went away. Okay, so I'll make this brief. Our Gifts in Kind program started in 2016, and since then we have taken in and distributed over $18 million worth of physical donations. So we're really a program that is here for you, our agencies. Everything that we get is available to all of you, and that is done through our website. So we do have a warehouse location, which is right outside of downtown Fort Myers. So if you haven't been here to visit us yet, make an appointment. You can either call Craig, our new director, Nijay, or Jalexia, and we'd love to show you our space. So it's really allowed us to receive more donations, which benefits all of you. And we're excited to be here and have a forklift. So the main thing I want to talk about this morning is that we do have an inventory website that is available to all of you. It's open 24/7, so you can see at any given time what we have available to you. So I encourage you to check it often and join our newsletter as well, which we send out emails when we have new items. So this is just a quick glance at what it looks like. You can see all the products that we have. Everything is $0. Nothing costs anything to you. You can see the dimensions before you place an order. And then once you make sure that it'll fit in your space, that it'll work out for you, you can just add it to your cart, put in your information, and we get it to you. We can deliver, or you can pick up. Usually pick up is a little faster, but whatever works for you. And we have a quote here from Healthy Start about how the program has impacted them. So that's our goal, is to help you all so that your dollars go to where you need them most, and not on a new desk or a new filing cabinet, as Hannah said earlier. So please check out our website. I will in the chat put in the information, the link, and then the password. It is password protected so that the general public can't get in, but it is available to you and all of your staff so that you can check out anytime. And we hope that you find something that you can use. And like I said, please join the newsletter, and we'll send those emails out when we have new items. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Brielle and Edelyn, and baby Calvin, our little Live United baby. I think he's cranky because you said tomorrow is your last day with United Way.
It's true, yes.
All right, but we are going to move to our United Way houses. Angela Fischler.
Hi, good morning, everyone. As Madison said, I'm Angela Fischler, Community Impact Manager, and it's very nice to see you all this morning. I'm going to tell you a bit about our United Way houses. Let me just share screen here. So through our 16 United Way houses in Lee, Hendry, and Glades counties, we can, as a network, bring outreach and resources directly to our communities in need. This innovative and collaborative delivery system relies upon partnerships created among community residents, nonprofit providers, city and county government agencies, and the business community. So the three purposes of our United Way houses are to, one, allow families and individuals access to services directly in their community. As many of you know, transportation can be a real barrier for some of our clients in receiving services. So this is really an important aspect of that. Secondly, our houses respond to the community needs by developing community-driven programming. So really what the people in that community are asking for, we can be really responsive and on the ground provide that. Third, we increase services through collaboration and leveraging of our resources. As many of you have experienced, when our network collaborates, just amazing things can happen, and we can really be stronger when we work together. Let me change my slide. Okay, so in addition, these United Way houses are really a visual representation of our shared philosophy of collaboration and community service. Each of these houses has a lead agency that's signed up to serve in that role, and a house manager who understands the needs of the community. And that person is expected to create and enhance programming in response to those needs. Here's a list of our 16 current United Way houses, 4 of them in Hendry and Glades and the rest in Lee. The house manager that I mentioned coordinates the use of the space with each partner, making the space available at no charge to all partners who collaborate to serve that community. As you all probably know, during the COVID drama we've all been through, a lot of our houses had to slow down a little bit, but we are all 16 are currently active, and many of them are ramping up programming. So a really important aspect of these houses is that they eliminate barriers not only for the recipients of our services, but also for you, our partner agencies. If you do not have a physical presence in a part of Lee, Hendry, or Glades where you recognize need and where you'd like to provide services, please reach out to me or our awesome community impact coordinator, Tina Corbett, and we will be more than happy to connect you with the appropriate house manager so that you can arrange to provide anything from a one-time event perhaps in one of the houses, or weekly or even daily meetings or classes in those local resource centers. So Tina and I had the opportunity to visit all of the Lee County United Way houses over the past few weeks, and we'll be visiting all of the Glades and Hendry in August. And we have just been so inspired by the amazing work that you all are doing, and just partnering together. It's kind of a beautiful thing. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for your dedication and the amazing ways that you're serving our community. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Angela. And a special thank you to all of the house leads that we have on the call today. There we go. Sorry. Thanks, Angela. We appreciate your partnership in that and allowing services to really expand throughout our community. We have just a few more programs that we're going to be touching on today. The next is going to be our Reunite and Beasley's Paw Prints program, and we're going to hear from Annie today.
Hi, good morning, everyone. It's great to see all your faces, and some of them I recognize. Hi, Harry Chapin. I'm here to tell you about both of our programs, Reunite and our Beasley's Paw Prints program. Let me share my screen. There we go. So the Reunite program, it's a search and rescue assistance program that is for caregivers and family members of children and endangered adults. And what that means is someone that has any kind of a cognitive concern, such as ADHD, autism, Down syndrome, dementia, Alzheimer's, anyone that's prone to wandering. What we do is participants are pre-enrolled, and all of their information, their recent photo, basic contact information, description, emergency contacts, all of that is taken on our application and immediately sent over to either Lee, Hendry, or Glades County Sheriff's Office. It's put into their database and our database as well. When somebody completes an application, we give them a free scent kit, which is shown on the screen here. A scent kit is basically, it's a glass jar with a gauze pad, and the gauze pad is wiped under the participant's arm about 10 or 20 times, put into the glass jar, and the glass jar is placed in the refrigerator, and that stays good for up to 10 years. So basically what happens is when somebody goes missing, they'll call 911 immediately and say, you know, my loved one is part of the Reunite program and they've gone missing, we can't find them. That immediately triggers the sheriff's department to send all of their demographic information, recent photo, emergency contacts to each squad car when they're out in the community looking for someone. In addition to the boots on the ground squad cars, they're using infrared, GPS, drones, helicopters, and this is an additional tool that they can use, which will significantly reduce the search time. So they will deploy the bloodhounds, bring them to your house, ask you for the scent kit. They'll introduce it to the dog and the dog is off and running. The reason this is important is because when somebody comes to your house and asks for an article of clothing to let the bloodhound sniff and send them off, is they have to take the time to show the bloodhound which scent they're actually looking for. So if you're giving them a t-shirt or something from your home, it's got several different scents on it. So they have to show the bloodhound, this is not the person you're looking for, this is the person you're looking for. So that in itself saves a good amount of time that could be used out in the field looking for the person you love. One of the things that we've started doing is we actually put our applications for Reunite up on our website. They're via DocuSign. If you go to our Reunite page and you click on the county that you live in and the language that you'd like, you can fill it all out online, upload a photo, and that triggers an email to us to let us know that we've received an application. We will then reach out to the participant and get them set up with their scent kit. And again, that stays good for 10 years, so you can keep it on your person in your home. And if you do ever have to use it, they let the dog smell it, give it right back to you. It doesn't go into any kind of DNA evidence or anything like that. That's just for people to hold on to. We've had a lot of success with this program, and one of our original goals was to get about 300 people enrolled within a 3-year period, and we're already a year and a half in and well over 400 people. So there's a big need in the community for this. I know a lot of our partner agencies on this call right now work with seniors, work with children with cognitive concerns. So we've asked some of our agencies to implement the application in their intake paperwork or just refer people to us directly. My contact information is listed on this slide, or you can just go right to the website and help them fill out a form, and we'll contact them immediately once that's complete. That's the Reunite program. Any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm going to move on to the next program, the Beasley's Paw Prints program. So Beasley's Paw Prints is a collaboration between the United Way, Children's Advocacy Center, and Gulf Coast Humane Society. And the program is generously supported by Mrs. Carol Beasley, who is probably the nicest woman I've ever met. Pets are proven to have a therapeutic quality, improving mood and reducing stress levels. And Mrs. Beasley saw the importance of this and the need for this in our community. Interacting with animals can stimulate laughter, joy, and people whose lives have been affected by illness or depression. Playing with pets can stimulate adults and children to become more active as well. Our pet therapy visits include, but they're not limited to, children's centers, senior housing, courtroom support, adult daycare centers, special needs centers, schools, summer camps, and more. All pets are registered therapy animals through a pet therapy certification organization such as the Alliance of Therapy Dogs and Love on a Leash. So we have all of our volunteers enroll, sign up for the program. They make sure that their pets have gone through the certification process, and once they're set, they can choose from several different opportunities that we have on our volunteer portal, and they can go as little or as much as they'd like. And we've had great success with this program. We're featuring our Beasley's Paw Prints visit photos on Facebook. So if you haven't checked it out, I suggest you do, because it's wonderful and heartwarming. And who doesn't like, you know, puppy pictures? If you know of anyone that could benefit from some kind of a visit like this, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you have a dog and you're interested in becoming a part of this program, please reach out. My information, again, will be listed at the end of this program. So feel free to hit me up if you have any questions. And that's it for me.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you. And I saw Quentin on the call. I'm not sure, from CAC. I know I'm not sure if Gulf Coast Humane Society is on, but thank you, both of those organizations, for being such outstanding partners for that program. And if you don't currently have one of the volunteers from the program coming to your site, you're missing out. I highly encourage you to reach out to Annie or our partners at CACU and Gulf Coast. We would love to bring pet therapy to your clients or your staff. You know, anybody can benefit from this program. So next, I'm going to introduce Angela Jackson, who may tell you that she has the best program within our United Way. But let's see, where is she? Angela?
Absolutely.
Oh, there you are.
Good morning, everyone. I am Angela Jackson, the proud Vice President of Community Partnership Schools. Good morning. Can I hear it back?
Good morning.
All
Morning. Lots of people saying good
Morning.
morning. They were muted.
I love it. There we go. I see everybody popping on. Hey, Mr. Goodman. It is wonderful to see you guys. Thank you for joining us this morning. So yes, I am here. They saved the best for last. I'm here to tell you about the best program at United Way. I serve as the director over here at Fort Myers Middle, home of the Ripples. So I just want to tell you guys something to make sure we have your blood pumping this morning. When we talk to our students, we always start the day with ride the wave, and then the kids say don't fall off. So I'm going to say, unmute yourselves. I'm going to say ride the wave, and then you guys have to say don't fall off. Are you ready? Everybody on mute. 1, 2, 3. Ride the wave.
Don't fall off.
All right. So good morning. So yes, we are community partnership schools. We currently have 2 schools, one here at Fort Myers Middle, and then the other one is over at Franklin Park Elementary. We follow what we call the cradle to the grave model, where we want to serve our students from their elementary years all the way up into high school. We want to make sure we have continuity of services, and we do that by partnering with you guys. You come to the table to provide services for our students. But we take a holistic approach. We don't just stop with the students, because we know that our teachers, they're human just like us. They have the same basic needs. So we serve everyone at the school, from the bus drivers, because think about your day. How does your child get on the bus, right? That's how they get to school. So we want to serve them as well. The cafeteria ladies and men, everyone at the school, we serve the school in its entirety. We work closely with the school district. We have 4 core partners. So that would be the school district. Then we have a healthcare partner. That would be Lee Health. We have to have a university partner, and we partner with FGCU. And of course, we have to have a lead nonprofit, and we work directly with our best nonprofit. That's why you're here today, and that would be United Way. So with those 4 core partners, we bring in those services. We're here to serve the students because I would say, I think 100% of our students here at Franklin Park and Fort Myers Middle, they reach the federal poverty guidelines that says they are the underserved population. What does that mean? That means that they don't have access to basic health care that we do. They don't have access to food like we do. Over here in the Franklin Park, is considered a food desert. That's why we partner with our local agencies such as Harry Chapman Food Bank, as well as Midwest, to bring in those much needed services to make sure our kids can come to school and just simply learn. They don't have to worry about where their electric money is coming from. They don't have to worry about lunch, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to do that heavy lifting, right? We're here to work with our teachers so they can come to school and teach and not have to worry about being the absentee parent. They don't have to worry about being that social worker, because we're here and they can send us that information when they identify a need, and then we will get the services directly here on campus or refer that family out to an agency who can possibly assist. Our main goal is to eliminate any barriers to services. So when we work with you, when we call you, we want you to come on campus and provide those services and meet with our families as well as our students to make sure they reach their goal, and that's to make sure that their needs are met. So with that being said, we also have a staff in each school. We actually work directly in the school. We're here from the first bell all the way to the last bell of the day. And so at each school, we have a director who's here to, they're the glue. They make sure everything goes, the world keeps spinning. They're here to make sure that there's cohesion among the agencies and the schools. We have an expanded learning coordinator. That person is responsible for bringing in services outside of the typical classroom. That could be mentoring, tutoring, anything that will make sure that our kids' needs are being met as far as education and mentoring. We also have our wellness coordinator. She's here to make sure that we're here to eliminate any barriers to access to healthcare. That is super important because it's important for us to identify any of those needs, because we have to determine if little Johnny's going to the clinic because he has a bellyache and he's actually sick, or if he has a bellyache because he has test anxiety for that day. So if he's able to get his needs met in school, that means he's not going to miss school. He can go back to classroom. And then we also have a family and community engagement coordinator, and she works directly with the families to make sure that there are no food insecurities, they have access to resources to help them with housing and things of that nature. She also engages the community to make sure that we're hearing their needs as well. We can't do this without our community. We can't do this without you. It really takes a village for everyone to come to the table to determine how we're going to make sure that no child goes home hungry, no child comes to school with too small shoes. We want to make sure that we are here, because believe it or not, when we look at these kids, they're going to be the ones who's taking care of us, right? In about 10, 15 years. So I want to make sure I'm doing everything that I can to make sure they're properly educated, because I want the best care I can get. So with that said, I'm going to put our information in the chat box. If this is a program that you think you can partner with us on, please give us a call. We would love to give you tours of the school. We would love for you to come out and have some conversations with our staff and our admin team, determine how we can partner together to bring services right here in our schools in Fort Myers Middle. This is a unique opportunity, and we want you to be a part of it. With that said, I'm going to say it one more time. Ride the wave.
Don't fall off.
Don't fall off.
Back to you,
Thank
Madison.
you. Thank you, Angela. Thank you. Now we want to be able to, reach out to the community, spread awareness about these programs without our awesome marketing manager. We have Tony on the call who would like to also share some final thoughts before we wrap up today.
Good morning, everybody. I just have some real quick, basically admin stuff. We are always so grateful for all of our partnerships, but we do want to ensure that everything's being branded the right way. We want to brand you right, and we want you to brand us right. So in order for you to brand us right, if you need a logo, the easiest way to get it is to go to our website. You'll go to campaigns and employee campaigns, and there's an entire employee campaign toolkit. And in that little section, you will find our print logo and our digital logo, the partner agency logo. I know a lot of you already know about this. You've got it posted on your websites. You've got it posted on your doors. Just keep in mind that we do have a little bit of a color difference with our print logo and our digital logo. I know it's crazy. It gets annoying on my end too. So just make sure you're using the right logo. If you have any questions at all, you can email me at marketing@unitedwaylee.org, and I can get you exactly what you need. And that's pretty much all I have. Like I said, we just try to make sure that we have your proper stuff. Every year when we do our Pacesetter stuff, our agency liaisons reach out to you and ask you to send me your current logos, just so that when we put you up on that Pacesetter screen, we want to make sure that you're represented properly. So we just ask the same of you. Again, if anybody has any questions, I will put my email. It's just marketing@unitedwaylee.org. Thank you so much for your time and for attending this session today.
Thank you, Tony. So again, we will be sending the contact information for everybody that you heard from today out in an email along with the recording of today's meeting. You can also always visit our website at unitedwaylee.org. That has a lot of the information that you heard today as well posted on there. Next month on August 22nd, our United Way will be virtually hosting the agency Pacesetter kickoff. So you'll hear more about how our United Way campaign department, our resource department, can partner with your agency to further spread the word about your mission and our partnership. And so we look forward to seeing you there. And then if anybody has any questions, we are happy to connect with you directly to see how these programs can benefit your agency and your clients more specifically. So feel free to respond to that email we send out later today or reach out directly to the individual programs. So with that, thank you so much for your time and have a great rest of your week.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.